What a balanced performance we saw out there from the Buffalo Bills against the Jacksonville Jaguars. First half of the game was incredible to watch. We saw 5 touchdowns overall to 5 different players. And then in the second half, we saw a second rookie in the game get his first career touchdown in the NFL. And what a performance it was. Both sides of the ball, balanced attack that we saw, and the Bills stayed true to the game plan in terms of the keys to the game that I gave you guys for winning this game. Hello, everyone. My name is Brett McDurphy from the Go Bills podcast. And today we are going to do our post-game interviews and post-game report that we will have throughout the game of what we saw out there. Incredible stuff that we saw from the Buffalo Bills. We loved every single minute of that game. We saw a ton from the defense. We saw a lot from the offense. So let's get into things. But first, before we begin, let's hit our intro. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Bills Mafia, whatever you like to call yourself, welcome into another episode of Victory Post-Game Report presented by GoBillsPodcast.com. I am your host, Brett McDurphy. Glad to be with you tonight for a Monday night thriller for the Buffalo Bills as they move to 3-0 on the season and move on to face the Baltimore Ravens. And they come into a pivotal moment in their 2024 season, where they will play 3 road games against 3 conference opponents in the Baltimore Ravens, Houston Texans, and then going into Monday night against the New York Jets. All 3 games are away games. Those are going to be difficult games. Each and every one of them will. But I have confidence in the Buffalo Bills throughout the last 3 weeks that we've seen, and we are starting to see a team come together, and it's great to see the contributions that we have from every aspect of the Buffalo Bills. It comes down to the quarterback play. We saw Josh Allen. He played incredible tonight, taking care of business, taking care of the football, and the Bills winning the turnover battle, which was one of the biggest keys to the game for me this week. We also saw the Bills spread the ball around. We saw 10 different receivers catch passes in this game. We also saw the defense come to life, and we saw that defense without Matt Milano, without Terrell Bernard, without Taron Johnson out there, and so many other weapons. We've heard all the doubt throughout the offseason that the Bills can't get it done with Stephon Diggs. They can't get it done with Jordan Poyer, Micah Hyde being out there, and the Bills improved to 3-0. We have let every single doubter that is out there, whether you are one of the best in the business on ESPN or you're on NFL Network, whatever the case may be, we have silenced the doubters that came along with it. Let's go over to the team stats for the game, the player stats as well. I want to start with the team stats that we will do. The Bills destroying the Jacksonville Jaguars in almost every single category here. Let's start with total yards. 389 for the Bills, 239 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Passing yardage, 266 for the Bills, 147 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. The rushing yards, 123 for the Bills, 92 for the Jaguars. Yards per play, this was a big category that the Bills won. 6.4 for the Bills, 3.5 for the Jaguars. First downs, 24 for the Bills, 19 for the Jags. Third down efficiency, 6 of 11 for the Bills, 2 of 13 for the Jaguars. Fourth down efficiency, Bills 2 of 2, Jaguars 4 of 8. Total plays in the game, 68 for the Jaguars, 61 for the Bills. Sacks in the game, 0 sacks allowed by the Bills, 5 sacks allowed by the Jaguars. Punts in the game, we only saw Sam Martin 1 time in the game versus 2 times that the Jaguars have punted. Penalties in the game, it got a little sloppy in the second half, but overall, 7 penalties for the Jaguars for 45 yards, 6 penalties for the Bills for 47 yards. 0 turnovers in the game for the Buffalo Bills, while creating 2 turnovers in the game, leading the way in the time of possession battle. 31 minutes 40 seconds in the game versus 28 minutes and 20 seconds for those Jaguars. Let's turn it over to player stats before I go over to the comments section. Overall, let's talk about Josh Allen in leading the way in the passing game. 23 of 30 for 263 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Also leading the way for the Bills in rushing attack, 6 carries for 44 yards. He also finished the day with a quarterback rating of over 140 in this game. The other player that threw a pass in this game, Mitch Trubisky, 1 of 1 for 3 yards in the game. The players that had touchdowns in this game, James Cook, a rushing touchdown, and Ray Davis also having his first career touchdown rushing the ball. We saw that in the second half of the game. The Bills threw the ball to 4 different receivers who caught touchdown passes in this game. Khalil Shakir leading the way in receiving, 6 catches, 72 yards, 1 touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 3 catches, 41 yards, 1 touchdown. Ty Johnson, 3 receptions for 28 yards and a touchdown. And then Keon Coleman, the 1 catch on the day, but the biggest catch of his NFL career so far, 24-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen to secure his first touchdown of his young career. Leading the way on defense, Dorian Williams, 11 tackles overall. Also having Cam Lewis, another great performance from Cam Lewis, 8 tackles on the day. Leading the way in interceptions was Damar Hamlin, also having 5 tackles on the day. Let's go over the stats in terms of sacks that we saw. AJ Epinesa with a sack, Von Miller with a sack, Jamarcus Ingram with a sack, Casey Toohill with a sack, Javon Solomon with his first career sack in this game. We saw almost every single defensive end nailing the quarterback in this game, and we saw a great performance. Pass rush came alive in this game, and I'm absolutely thrilled to see that. We have no comments in the chat so far. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also comment on the video. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in, whether you are on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you are watching. We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. But let's turn it over to the scoring summary of the game. I want to go over that real quick, what we saw in the game. The scoring summary, the Bills started off the day with a touchdown with 9 minutes and 34 seconds in the first quarter. James Cook, 6-yard rushing touchdown. Tyler Mass missed the extra point off of a tip ball, making it 6-0. That was followed up by a Dalton Kincaid 6-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen, scoring and making the game 13-0 with 3 minutes 25 seconds left in the first quarter. The Jaguars got on the board after that with 10 minutes 39 seconds in the first half, making it a 13-3 game. And then it came down to the Buffalo Bills scoring 3 consecutive touchdowns. Keon Coleman, 24-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen, making it a 20-3 game, followed by Khalil Shakir, 27-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen, making it 27-3. And then with 19 seconds left in the first half, Ty Johnson scoring a 16-yard touchdown pass from Josh Allen, making it 34-3 at the half. Then in the second half, Brenton Strange of the Jacksonville Jaguars, 6-yard touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence, making it 10-34. Then Tyler Bass having a 27-yard field goal, making it 37-10. Tyler Bass also kicked a 43-yard field goal, making it 40-10 in the fourth quarter. And then Ray Davis ending the night with a 47-10 score on a 3-yard touchdown run and Tyler Bass making that extra point. making it 47 to 10, the final score that we saw today. What a performance again from the Buffalo Bills. As I mentioned, this is one of the best performances that I've seen from this team. I am absolutely ecstatic from what I saw, and an overall team performance. We saw every single aspect of the game. While Tyler Bass, yes, he did miss that extra point, the Bills looked incredible on every single aspect from offense, defense, special teams. I saw so much from the team, and what a complete win. We've said it for 2 straight weeks, 2 complete team wins. It came down to every single player out there on the field, whether it was the starters or the backups, it came down to them. And what a performance that we have seen through 3 weeks with backups coming in to save the day for the Bills. We saw Balin Spector come in. We also saw Dorian Williams come into the game as well. And they have had great performances through the first 3 weeks of the season. Also having Taron Johnson out. This team is nowhere near what we are going to see when the playoffs come alive. When we get back Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard, as well as Taron Johnson, this defense is going to go even further. But we're without 3 key players on this defense, and the Bills are being carried throughout the season by a excellent offense that's coming alive and getting more momentum, but they're playing free. And we're seeing what Josh Allen can do when he plays free and spreads the ball and spreads the rock to different players. It's incredible to watch. But the defense also is helping so much. Von Miller coming alive, 3 straight games with a sack. That's the first time since 2022 that we have seen that. We're also seeing guys eat, and they're getting hungry. They're playing incredible. Casey Toohill, yes, having a sack and a fumble recovery, incredible to see. We also saw the 2 turnovers in the game, as John Robert mentioned here. The fumble recovery from Casey Toohill, along with the Damar Hamlin interception, and Damar Hamlin getting his first career interception and making it at home inside Highmark Stadium. What an incredible moment that we got to see there from Damar Hamlin to get to have it on Monday Night Football, where he is writing history each and every time he touches the field, and he makes another career memory, getting his first interception. And what a career revival that he is having after suffering that cardiac arrest on January 2nd, 2023. An incredible moment to see out there as well. The Bills will turn everything over to the Jacksonville Jaguars to the Baltimore Ravens. They will play on Sunday Night Football this week. We get to hear that awesome waiting all day for Sunday night theme that we always love to hear out there. And it's going to be an awesome moment in Baltimore to play against the Baltimore Ravens in this game. And it's another conference game that the Bills will play as the Bills move to 3-0 on the year. They are currently in first place in the AFC East on a 4-game winning streak. The Jets are in second place, 2-1, followed by the Dolphins at 1-2, and then the Patriots at 1-2 as well. But the Bills are looking very good. Let's talk about the points for and the points against so far in 3 games. The Bills having 112 points for versus 48 points giving up in this season. They are currently undefeated on the year. Yes, they are. But the amount of points that they have given up is incredible through 3 games. Only 16 points per game given up. That's an incredible stat. While the Baltimore Ravens, next week's opponent, have given up 78 points per game. They are 1-2 on the season, looking to keep their playoff hopes alive for the season. They could move to 1-3 on the year. The Bills moving to 4-0 on the year. They are going to be led by an awesome Lamar Jackson, along with King Henry, as we like to call him, and Derrick Henry. It's going to be a tough task for the Bills to be able to defeat the Baltimore Ravens, but we will give you all of the keys to the game on how the Bills will defeat the Baltimore Ravens tomorrow night. That'll be our Talking About Tuesday show that we will have on Go Bills podcast. That'll be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will also be live on Wednesday. That actually, we won't be live. We will be pre-recording the show, and I apologize for saying live, but we will be pre-recording a show. That'll be our weekly pick show that we do with Sean Kula of Red, White, and Bills. As I see him coming into the chat, what a game, baby. Awesome game that we saw there. The Commanders are just won 38-3, FYI. I actually picked in my pool the Commanders to win, but I didn't pick it in my weekly picks. So unfortunately, I am slipping down in the weekly picks, but I did pick the Commanders to win in my pool. So that gets me back into contention towards getting some money this week on the spread games. So that's great to see there. But if you're looking for content throughout the week, click on over to GoBillsPodcast.com. You can see every time that we are going live, but we will be going live next tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will also have shows throughout the week. We're going to adjust it because we do have another late night of football this week. While we've had a few of those in the past, we've had 3 straight weeks, Thursday night, Monday night, now Sunday night of late nights. We're going to get back into the regular shows next week when we play the Houston Texans, then another week of late nights again when we play the New York Jets. That's going to be awesome to see. But we will have all of our shows on GoBillsPodcast.com. You can click on over to the podcast schedule, see every time that we are going live. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment on this video. Also, don't forget to share it with your friends and always go into the chat. Let us know that you're coming over from Red, White, and Bills or Nickel City Mafia, wherever you're coming over from. And also click on the chat. Just put in the chat, Go Bills. And, if you want to put into the section, great win or something like that, we greatly appreciate those comments as well. This has been the post-game report for the Buffalo Bills and Jacksonville Jaguars game after the Bills confidently dismantled the Jacksonville Jaguars 47-10. For the channel, my name is Brett McDurphy. We will see you next time for another edition of the post-game show presented by GoBillsPodcast.com. Until then, and as we always say on our channel, Go Bills.